Okay. Jadi siapa yang tak dapat join malam ni bolehlah tengok recording later. Okay. Okay. So kita semua last week dah dapat to this point yang mana apabila kita play then we get the ni dan kita boleh pindahkan the green box, right? Okay. So we can use the selector. You can move the selector around. Okay. So today, okay, we're going to just let me explain what we intend to do. Okay. So the idea, okay, my idea right now is if you guys look at the images that we have, right? We have here image of just an empty dish, okay, and then image of 3 dish like this, okay, a pile of dish, okay, and we have of course all of the dishes, the food lah. So the idea of the game is that what we're going to do is that we're going to have all of the sprite to display empty dish. Okay, so the player have to select 2 dish, so they can select this one, and then if they select it, they press enter here, you will reveal the dish. You will reveal what dish is on that. My selector cannot move. Why it cannot move? It's inside your action, right? Input event, right? You just done the UI, and then you did down here. The final position here. Select position equals the final position. Okay. Can you share your screen? Roman?
Okay. Okay.
Roman? Can you share screen?
Tak.
Share screen.
Okay, share your source code. Let's see your source code first. Okay. Now you got an error there. So you got to tap the line 28. You got to press tab 2 times. Line 28, you got to press tab 2 times. 28. 28. Eh, 20, sorry. Bukan 28. 20. 2 times. One more time. Okay, yeah. Okay. Scroll up. Okay, vector 2, yeah, it actually has to be capital letter, I think. The V is capital letter.
The V what?
Vector 2, the V has to be capital letter.
Capital letter. Okay.
Current position, no, that one is var is fine. Vector 2. current position equals to vector 2. Yeah, the vector 2
Ah.
tu have to be capital letter. V to capital letter. Ah, okay. Okay,
Oh.
okay. And then your current post line 10 though. Current post is not underscore, it is dot. Current post dot x. Ah, okay. Same thing. Line 13 is dot x. Okay. Line 16 dot y. Okay. Line 19 dot y. Okay. Right. So your final position it is current post dot x and current post dot y. Okay. Let me see. Vector too have to be capital letter. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Try to play.
Right.
Okay, can you use your arrow keys? No, your arrow keys doesn't work.
No.
Okay. Okay. Go back to the source code. Close this. Okay. Wait. Okay. Your line number 9, it is UI right. It's not U1, it's UI. UI. I want it.
Okay.
UI right. Okay. Same. UI left, then UI up, UI down. Okay. Let's play. Okay. So you can try to play now.
Okay.
Okay. Can you move the
And I press right. It go back here.
Okay. Then stop. Press stop. Yeah, okay. Scroll up. Please scroll down. Scroll down. Okay. Right. No. Your current, okay. All your current post plus equals to number 11, number 14, number 17, number 20. You only plus 1, not 10. Only 1. Delete the 0.
Oh.
Okay. Because it is
Right.
no longer, yeah. Because we are no longer referring to the pixel, but we are referring to the position in the our grid. Okay, right there. There.
But why is my foot?
Okay. So right now you have two ways to fix this. Either you change your line 6 and 7 so that it is aligned with your which
I have no
where
idea
you
what's
place your
going
food,
on.
or you change your food so that it aligns with what you put in line 6 and 7.
I have
Okay.
no idea what's going on.
Okay,
Thank you.
all right. Okay.
Susah
So
aku
for
mendadak.
the rest is okay, right? You guys, yours, all the others is working, right? Yusuf, yours is working or not?
Huh?
I haven't even. I have hardly even coded.
Haven't even coded it? Okay, then you just follow along the class lah. Until later I will update your list. Okay. All right. So you guys should be able to move your selector. Okay. So what we want to do now is, like I mentioned, there's a few things that we have to achieve our game. The first thing is that we have to change all of this so that it is just displaying the empty dish. Okay, this one. And then when the user select the dish, okay, let's say we move up to here, and then we press enter, it's going to change into the dish. Okay, so if it's a burger, it's a burger. If it's bacon, it's a bacon. If it's a pie, it's a pie. Okay, and then when he move to somewhere else and select the dish, if there is the two dish is the same dish, then it becomes the pile of dish. That means this one is already complete lah. Okay, if it is not the same, then both of them become the empty dish again. Okay, both of them become the empty dish again, and then the user have to keep on searching lah until they find the pair. Okay, so the steps that we have to do now is that we have to randomize the food that we display here. Okay, we have to randomize the food that we display here. So in total, how many types of food are we going to display? Right now we have 8 dishes here. Okay, how many types of food are we going to display?
16.
No. Any other answer? We are going to display 4 types of food. Okay, because we are going to have a pair of each type. Okay, so each type we're going to have a pair. So you're going to have to select 4 types of food that we are going to put at random. So this might be a pie, over here might be a pie. This one is a burger, maybe this one is a burger. Maybe this one is a donut, over here is also a donut. Okay, and then maybe this is a fries and a fries. Something like that. We will randomize it. Okay, and we will hide it, and then the user have to find where is the pair. Okay, do you guys understand what we're trying to do? Anybody confused about what we're trying to do? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so everybody understand, huh? Right? So that is the final product, lah. Okay, for us to be able to reach there, there's a few steps that we have to go through. Okay, the first thing that we have to go through is that we have to randomize the food. Okay, so how do we randomize the food? We have to be able to choose the food from a list of food.
You have to add RNG.
Yeah, we have to choose from a list of food. Okay, hold on. I need to refer back to my notes. Okay, so for us to choose the food, right? Okay, what we're going to do is that we are going to put over here, we are going to create what is called an array. Okay, we have already created an array here, position X and position Y. Okay, this is an array of numbers. Okay, which is the coordinate of our selector position. Okay, now we're going to create an array of string. Okay, an array of string of the names of the food picture that we want to display. Okay, and then later we're going to pick randomly which food we want to put. Okay, so we're going to create the names first. So this is going to take quite a long time. So I have already put here. I'm going to just copy paste. Copy, let's paste here. Okay, I'm going to paste also inside the yeah, inside I have paste inside the chat so that you guys can copy from the chat. Okay, so you don't have to actually write the whole thing because it might take quite a while. So, and then you can add later lah. You can add more or you can delete if you want to delete any of it. Okay, and it's only up to 30, yeah, 7. So there's more than 40. There's almost 100. Yeah, that's 102. So you guys can choose lah if you want more dishes. Okay, so the important thing is that we have dish.png here, which is this is an empty dish. Okay, and this is the dish pile. Dish pile is the pile of dish. So like I mentioned just now, if the user get it right, they choose the right pair, then it will become a pile of dish. Okay, to show that it's already that one is already complete. Okay, and the rest is the dishes that they can will be able to choose later randomly. Okay, right. So have you guys copied this one? All of you? You can copy from the chat.
Wait, let me copy.
Okay, so as you can see, this is just like this array. Okay, so you got your var, which is saying there is a variable. The variable name, we call it food pics. It does not work. What do you mean it doesn't work? It works. I can copy it from the chat. You copy from the chat now. You select from the top all the way to after the closing bracket onto the 7. Huh? This one, you select like this. And then you copy, Control C. And then you go to your Godot, Control paste.
Mine's just making like a straight line.
Yeah, some of you might lose the formatting, so you have to fix it back so that it becomes like this. What do you mean by straight line? Can you share your screen? I don't understand what you mean by not working.
What I basically mean is that it's in a single line of code.
Okay. Okay, go to chat. Go to the chat. You copy from the chat. No, no working. Kakak, I try to remote control you, okay? Okay. Okay. So what you can do, you just go to the chat. Where's the chat? Oh, it doesn't come up in the chat. I see your the chat screen on your net. Then I'm going to copy into the Nira WhatsApp lah. Which one have your WhatsApp? Does it not have your WhatsApp? Kakak, have to be the whole thing. Okay. Okay. There, you stop sharing. Okay. So okay. So if it doesn't work, copying from the Zoom chat, it can try to copy from the WhatsApp. Okay. Did you guys get to work? Okay. So we're going to continue, huh? Right. So what we're going to do now, is we are going to replace, for now, we're going to replace the food that we have here randomly. Okay. So to do that, we're going to have to be able to ask the computer to choose randomly. Okay. So in Godot, to get a random number, we use the function randomize, okay, which is random integer. Okay, so we can say, okay, so inside function ready, we can say, let's say, for current choice equals to randomize, and then print current choice. Okay, so this is just a demonstration. Okay, you guys don't need to do this yet. I'm just going to demonstrate what's happening. So this one is we are asking for a random integer to be put into the variable current choice, and then we print the current choice. So you guys, if you run this, okay, so over here you have the integer that they just now. Okay, hold on, let me just over here. I want to delete the current position. Okay, so it doesn't disturb. Okay, let me try again. Okay, so you can see here, this is the random number that Godot chose. Okay, rand_i, current choice, and then we print it out. Okay, so now the thing is, we want to limit the choice so that it's only limited to, we have here only 8 dishes. Okay, so we want to limit it to only 8 dishes. So how do we limit it to only 8 dishes? Okay, one way to do it is we use a operator that is called mod. Okay, mod is short for modulus. Modulus is if you take a number, you divide by another number, okay, and then you have the modulus, the baki. Kalau A bahagi B dapat baki C, we want the C. Okay, so I give example. Okay, let's see. Hold on. Okay, let's say number 7, for example. Okay, we divide by 3. So how much the modulus that we get? Okay, 7 divided by 3. So is what we're going to get is the answer is 2 something. So the modulus is 2 times 3, 6. So it's 1. Sorry. So 7 divided by 3 is 2 something something something, right? Okay, so 2 times 3 equals to 6, right? So 6 the leftover is 1. Mana nak cerita I think I have just confused myself. Is anybody else confused? Tak faham. Okay. Kita nak baki nombor tu. Betul. Jadi macam contohnya, katakanlah ada okay. So let's say you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so you have here 10 dots. Okay, so 10 dots, you divide into, for example, you divide into 3. Okay, 10 divided by 3. How much are you going to get? Okay, berapa? 10 bagi 3 dapat? Okay, ni 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
So you get
basically.
3. You get the remainder 1. Yeah, okay. So 10 bagi 3 dapat 3. Kita dapat baki dia 1. Right? Okay. So this remainder, this is the purpose of the modulus operand. Okay, modulus adalah untuk dapatkan remainder ni. Okay, so if we were to divide by the number, the remainder tu, we are sure to be within the range of the number that we want. Okay, like for example, right now we want to choose the random number, make sure it is 8 or less than 8, right? Because we have 8 dishes. So you can choose any number as long as between 1 to 8. All right? Okay, you can choose 1, you can choose 2, you can choose 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the way we do it in computer science, in computer lah, in programming, okay? You choose you get a very big random number. So like just now, you see the random number that is given is 2, I don't know, this is billion something lah. Okay, this is the random number that you come up with. Okay, this is we cannot use that because it's too big. We just want it to choose from 8. Okay, so we will ask it to divide by 8, and then we use the remainder. The remainder will always be less than 8. Okay, I'll give you an example. So this one. So that's how you use the mod. So that is mod 8. Okay, so if we were to run this again, so you get 6. Okay, I don't know exactly what is the random number that it come up with, but when we mod it, you get 6. Okay, so same thing. No matter how many times you try, you will never be more than 8. Okay, and sometimes when the number that you choose, okay, what will happen is that the number that you choose is going to be between 0 and the number divided by -1. Okay, so it is going to be the modulus, the remainder will always be between 0 and the number -1. Okay, why? Because it can be 0 if, for example, the random number it come up with is 10, for example. And then, sorry. So we want to divide by 8, right? So let's say the random number they come up with is 16. 16 divided by 8, you get 2. And then your remainder will be 0. Okay? So that is the, if you were to choose, for example, 15. 15, you will get 1, but your remainder will be 7. Okay? Do you guys understand how we limit the random number? Okay, so that's how we limit the random number to 8. Okay, so we have 8 dishes. Okay, So now, the dishes that we choose, it can be any of these dishes. Okay, so it's not going to be 8. The choice, which dish we want to display, it can be any of these dish. So what we want to do is that we want to mod it by the length of food picks. Okay, so going to be by the length of food picks. So this one is 4, 20 minus 4, that's 16. So there's 16 choices here. Okay, so there's 16 choices. Okay, so if we were to do this, then mod len food picks, so we will get always the number is less than 16. So it's 13, 3, 15. So it will be less than 16. 5. Okay. So there is the choice of food. Okay. Now what we want to do, okay, what we want to do is we want to, when you choose the dish, you don't want it to choose the first two. Okay, because these first two, we have a special meaning for it. This dish is, the first one is a picture of the dish being hidden, and the second one is the picture of the dish already being solved, already the user figure out. So we don't want to make sure that we never choose these two. Okay, so how are we going to do that? The way we do it is that we manipulate the range that you're going to get. Okay, so here, okay, so length of food picks, we know it is going to be -2. Okay, length of food picks -2. I put it inside brackets so that we can see it more clearly. Okay, so length of food picks is going to be -2. Okay, and then when we get this random number, okay, when we get this random number, so if it come out with 0, 0 is going to be this. 0 is going to be dish. We want it to completely skip. So that means whatever number it come up with, we have to +2. So that it jump over here, it jump over here. So if the random number becomes 0, it will choose apple pie dish. Okay. So because of that, the random number, the whole random number that we choose here, we will +2. Okay. So whatever results random number that we get, we plus with 2, so that we will always keep the first 0 and 1. Okay. So if we were to do this, then we will always get number. It will be less than 16, but it will always be more than 1. It will be 0 or 1. It wouldn't be the choice. Okay. So the choice will always be between 2 and 16. No, not 16, sorry, 15. 2 and 15, which is the length, which is what we divide it. We divide it by 16 minus 1. Okay. So always between 2 and 16. All right. So now we're going to randomize the picture that's going to be displayed. Okay. So how are we going to do that? Right. Okay. So the way to do it is that we need to choose. Okay. Right. Okay, so I'm going to introduce this is another concept in programming. It is called loop. Okay, a loop is something where you do again and again and again and again and again until a few things happen. Either the loop check for a number or the loop check for a condition. Okay, so what we're going to do right now is going to be checking for a number. Okay, so for I in range okay, for I in range 8. Range 8 is that means it's going to be starting from 0 until 7. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so that is what so I will contain all of that. So sorry, no. Range 8, sorry, range 8 will be from 1 to 8. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so now we have here our foot, no? That's why we name it this way. Foot 1, foot 2, foot 3, foot 4, foot 5, until foot 8. Okay, so we can actually change the picture of the foot, okay, by doing this. So first, we're going to create the name of the node. Okay, so we're going to say node name equals to foot plus, we're going to change it into string. Okay, so this one is going to be the node name, which is going to be foot plus string of I. So I is going to be 1 until 8. So it's going to loop. So just as a demonstration, I'm going to print here the node name. Okay, I print node name. So it's going to print the node name first and then the random number. Okay, so you see here. Oh, sorry, my mistake. So range 8 is going to be from 0 until 7. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So what we need is that we need 1. We put here 1 to 8, right? So we can put it like this. So over here, we're going to change this. So str I plus 1. Okay. So we're going to have that. So we have that
I know.
foot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So now we have the node name. Okay, and then we're going to change the we're going to select the node. Okay, how are we going to select the node? Hold on. We're going to select the node by say var current node. Okay, we're going to use the function get node. Okay, which node we're going to get? We're going to get the one that is the node name. Okay, so that is going to find the node with the name that we given over here. So which is foot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and then once we have the node, okay, so same thing like the node name, the foot name we also got to change. Because this is just the foot name, but the full path is like how, like for example, when we set here, okay, so when we set, let's say this foot tree, the texture here, okay, when we set the texture here, the value itself is actually the whole thing here. So rest images, and then what you choose here, the one that you put over here. Okay. So we have to change the image name also. So image name. Okay, so it's going to be resource So we have the folded images here. Okay. And then plus, okay. So which picture we're going to display? Okay. So which picture of this is going to display? And this is where we're going to use the random function that we learned just now. Okay. So random choice. Oh, sorry. Food picks. And then we square bracket, random choice. Okay, so random choice is going to be a random number. So it's going to be, I'm going to just copy this. Okay, so random choice. So this is how we access an array. Okay, we have the number, and food picks is the variable food picks enough. So if it's food pick 0, it's going to access 01 dish dot png. Food picks 1 will be 03 dish file png. Okay, so over here, so I'm just going to display this one first. Okay, so you guys can understand what's happening. Okay, so when it goes here, right, so we have here different images: burger, bread dish, bacon dish, okay, baguette. All of this is chosen randomly. Okay, chosen randomly by this random choice. Okay, when we have the full image name, which is the suppose name, we're going to load the texture. So we have already here the current node. We already using the get node here. So we're going to set current node. Okay, dot texture equals to load the image name there now. Okay, so if we were to play this, this picture is all random. So like for example, you remember this one first, the burger here, the donut here, the bread here. Okay, we were to play again, it's all different now. Okay, we need to play again, it's all different. Okay, so yeah, random choice. Okay, so so you guys already copied up here, right? So just copy this one. Just copy this one first. Okay. I think tonight I'm just going to let you guys copy this one, and then there'll be enough for tonight now. Okay, so you guys copy, and then once you guys got it working on your own name, then that means that will be done. So you guys should be able to play, and when you run play, it should your dishes should be random. Okay, so you guys copy and tell me when you're done. Okay, in the meantime, let me just tell you guys the steps that we're going to take after this. So this one is that we choose just randomly all the dishes. So we look over all the dishes. So 8, we range 8 to, so that we look over 8 dishes. We know for certain that we have 8 dishes. Okay, so like for example, if we were to create our game and later our game have, let's say, a level higher, maybe more harder difficulty, you might have more than 8, so that we might put it into a setting or something. But for now, we know we have only 8. So we put it in range 8. So we look 8 times. Okay. So right now it is random. We randomize all 8 dishes. Okay, but that is not what we want in the final our final result, because in our final result we actually want only 4 dishes. We want to duplicate the dish, right? Because we want to make sure that the user can choose this dish and this dish is the same one or not. This dish and this dish is the same one or not. So you can't choose randomly all 8. You must choose only 4 dish, and then you must put the 4 dishes randomly amongst that 8 dish. Okay, so that is part of the so next week we'll go through some more. I think going through this one will take a few weeks. It's already a solved problem, but we're going to go through it slowly so that you guys can understand. Okay, so right now you just copy what we have in function ID, and then we'll be done. Any questions? Ataupun just mention also lah if you guys already copied it. Okay, so this is part of, for me lah, this is part of the exciting things about programming lah, because programming, a lot of it is like this. It is like a big puzzle. So you want something, you know how to get this, and how you're going to get from where you are right now to where you want to be. So that is the one that you have to keep on working on. You know, you got to make adjustment here, and then you got to make adjustment there, and everything. We go step by step until we solve the problem. Okay, and this thing can be applied for everything lah, for any problems in your life. So you have one big problem, you can just think of the solution of the problem, so you put it into smaller problems until you're able to solve one small problem, and then you move to the next problem, one small problem, until you solve the whole thing. So like our game right now, the problem is quite big. You have 8 dishes that have to be randomly pair 4 dishes within that 8 dish. So that is so we go step by step. So the first step here is that we teach you guys how do you even get random dish. Okay, so next week maybe we will determine how we're going to set so that is in pair and spread out throughout the 8 dishes. So that's one of the things about programming. Programming teach you how to it's a practice of how to think, how you're going to solve the problem, how you're going to approach.
Why is my food is have an error?
Have an error. Okay, can you show your script? Okay. Right. So the first thing is your line 8. There is in front, the quote, single quote in front. So you have to add that. Single quote. You need to add the single quote.
Single quote.
Is beside the enter key. On the left of the enter key, there's the single quote. Yeah. Like inside the chat, Fatima showed it. Yeah. Okay, and then you also got to fix your indentation. All of your indentations are going to be straight.
Oh.
Ah.
Okay. Indentation tu apa?
Okay, anybody done? Okay, Arfan. So your random food all correct, right? All right. Yeah. Okay. Let's share screen. Okay. Close it. No, no. Go back to your name. Okay. All right. The first thing, can you scroll up? Scroll up, scroll up, scroll up some more. Okay, scroll down. Okay. Becca, your line 55 is not 1 plus 1, it's I plus 1. Because we're using the counter from line 54 for I in range 8. So that means it's going to put the current iteration number inside I. Okay, try it now. What happened?
No
Try,
food.
try to close it. No game. Becca, your folder though, I can see it's not actually inside images, it's inside food. So you got to change your line 59 to rest double dot slash slash food. Ah, okay. Try now. Okay, there you go. All right. Okay. How about the others? Everybody else, okay? No error? Okay, so I think if everybody is okay, then we're going to end the session here tonight. So later I'm going to push the changes to our GitHub repository, and we'll also post inside YouTube the video lah. The video is unlisted, so you won't be able to search for it. But I'll give the link inside WhatsApp, and then you guys can see it from there. Okay. So that's all for tonight, inshallah. If there is anything else, if you guys try to modify the code for your own testing and everything, you feel free. If you guys want to ask any questions inside the WhatsApp anytime, you can just ask inside the WhatsApp anytime, and we can discuss it more next week lah, if there's anything else there. Yeah. All right. So thank you guys. So inshallah, I'll see you guys next week lah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.